I was talking to a Democrat who just said this also felt like the Avengers. It felt like we're being rescued from this craziness that we've all lived through from the last 4 years. And now here are the superheroes to come and save us all.
Save us from what? The fabulous economy and peace in the Middle East? The freedom and prosperity that Trump gave us? Wow. Far from being superheroes, Biden's cabinet picks are in fact D.C. swamp creatures with Ivy League degrees, which is fine. As Politico notes, Ivy League credentials and long Washington experience set the tone for his administration. The people getting Biden's top jobs, for the most part, have been immersed in government and Washington culture for decades, just like their boss. And of course, I think Donald Trump knew people who had Ivy League degrees as well. But now joining me for some perspective here is Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz and retired Brigadier General Robert Spalding, former NSC official and Hudson Institute senior fellow. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here with me tonight. I appreciate it. Congressman, we've obviously seen this movie before. We know they sure have a glowing attitude about themselves, don't they? And it doesn't end well, however, for the American people who had become the forgotten men and women. Are we headed into that same direction, sir?
Yeah, maybe this is the Avengers for the Washington media, but it's the Hunger Games for the rest of us, because Joe Biden has surrounded himself with the innermost ring of the establishment. But what else would we expect from somebody who's been a creature of Washington for the last 40 years? We know that personnel is policy. General Spalding certainly knows that to be the case. And what it means for America is an embrace of America last policies around the world, more multinationalism, more utilization of America's resources to be the piggy bank and police force for the rest of the world. You see, I think our country is best when we are a shining example of how to be the best and the most prosperous. That is a stark contrast from what we see particularly from Biden's national security team. And here at home, I think it's going to mean more recrimination and political prosecution. We've had Democrat members of Congress and even old members of the Mueller team suggesting that President Trump needs to be prosecuted. Prosecuted for what? He brought us the greatest economy in the world. He's winding down foreign wars, and he's brought us not one, but multiple vaccines to take on the China virus.
Yeah, Matt, doing good things to the American people is a crime for the left, right?